second graders. We are ready to continue writing our second day of expository. We are writing about sea animals, and you guys chose your own yesterday. Miss Marquardt and I, we chose the blue whale.
Yep.
Yesterday we did some research.
We did.
We read some books on Epic about the blue whale, and we came up with a very generic, like easy, general topic sentence. We didn't give away any of our facts.
No way. We're saving that.
Yeah, we just kind of revealed to the person who's going to read our paragraph that we're writing about a blue whale. But today, we're going to get into the body of our paragraph.
Yes.
And this is all of the things that we're going to learn and that we want to teach the person who reads about the blue whale. So let's take a look at what our goal is for today. So our goal is, number one, we're going to write 2 sentences describing what your animal looks like. We are also, number 2, going to be writing 2 sentences describing what your animal eats. Okay, so let's break that down.
Okay.
We're going to be focusing on what it looks like and what it eats. Okay, what it looks like and what it eats.
Okay.
You're going to find out so much more information than that in the books. But we want to make sure we're focused on what it looks like and what it eats today.
Okay.
So Miss Marquardt has
Yeah.
already found a book on Epic about our blue whale, and we read this book yesterday. But you know, I don't think you remember everything we read yesterday. Do you, Miss Marquardt?
I don't, and that was something that made me a little nervous when
Yeah.
we first started talking because, I mean, I have a couple ideas of what it looks like, but I definitely can't remember what it eats.
And that's okay. You know
So,
why?
Why?
Because we can log back onto Epic today, go back to that book, and
Okay.
specifically look for this information as we like skim through the book and reread it.
That sounds
So-
better.
Let's focus on, what does it look like and what does it eat? Let's get into that book. All right, sweet. So here's our book that we found on Epic about blue whales. And you know what I'm thinking, Miss Marquardt?
What?
I can find out information in multiple places in this book.
Tell me more.
Not only can I read it and find out information, I can look at the pictures and get information as well.
That is totally true.
Yep.
So we can learn about the blue whale from the text on the page,
Yes.
the words, but
Uh-huh.
we can also get a lot of information just by looking at the photographs.
Yes.
Awesome.
So let's see, as I'm reading over here, it does tell me that they're the biggest animal on Earth.
What?
Wow. That's a pretty interesting fact. Okay, they can grow to be 100 feet long. That is 2 school buses long. Longer than 2 school buses? Wow. You know what? That's a really cool fact about what they look like. That they're so big, they're longer than 2 school buses.
That's
And
huge.
And I see that in the picture, and I also see it in the words. So I'm going to remember that. I think that's something I'd like to use. But let's keep flipping. Oh, it's really heavy, too. Heavier than 33 African elephants. Wow. All right, they have wide, flat heads. Their bodies are long, a triangular fluke. Very cool. I like all of the little labels, too, because it helps me learn what a fluke is. All right, they don't have teeth, which is, I guess, pretty good for some sea animals. They won't get eaten by it. Oh, food!
Oh, wait.
We need this.
We need information about what an animal or what the blue whale eats.
Okay.
What are these things?
Well, they look like little bugs, but maybe if I read, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Blue whales eat tiny animals called krill. All right, krill float together in large groups, makes them easy to eat. Says that they scoop up water and krill into their mouth. They push out the water through their baleen, their teeth type structures. They eat 4 tons of krill a day. That is 8,000 pounds. 8,000 pounds.
You know, in my younger days, Mrs. Grant, let's just pretend I weigh 100 pounds.
Okay.
A little bit more than that. That's like a lot of me.
Yeah. That's like 800 of you.
Like-
No, 80 of you.
No.
8,000 divided by
Yeah, that's a lot.
100. If I toss off, that's 800.
That would be like a couple classrooms of me.
Yeah.
How in the world do they eat 8,000 pounds of krill?
I don't know. It hurts my brain to think about it.
And that's just one whale.
That's just one whale. So first of all, that must mean there's just like so much krill in the ocean.
The ocean must only have krill in
I
it.
know.
That must mean that when I go into the ocean, there's just all
Krill, it's
swimming
everywhere.
around me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Well, let's remember that. We're going to have to write that down.
Okay. Whew. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, baby whales. Oh, baby whales can be. Can you go back really quick?
Sure.
Calves already weigh 3 tons at birth. A ton is 2,000 pounds. So they weigh 6,000 pounds when they're born. That's insane.
That's what it says. Again,
Human babies are like
7 pounds.
7 pounds.
Not 7,000. 7 pounds. Like a bag of sugar.
Okay, now this is really convincing me that they are definitely the biggest animal on Earth. That
Yeah.
is huge.
That's
Wow.
a big baby.
Wow.
You know what? This is a time when I just want to be thankful that I had a human birth
Yes.
and I did not give birth to a whale.
Yeah, that.
Today is
that's
just a day
insane.
to give thanks.
Thank you, Ocean, for taking care of
Really?
that for us. All right, let's keep going. Oh, the babies drink their mother's milk because they are mammals. So
Mammals.
there's another thing about food. The adults eat krill and the babies
Mhm.
drink their mother's milk.
Good to know.
Very cool. All right, and then
That's
there's some more facts. There's a glossary, which is always really important in an expository book. It gives us all of the important definitions. Cool, I learned a lot. I think I have enough information to get that worksheet done today.
All right, let's take a look. So,
Presto! Boom!
Ah,
There
got
we
it.
go.
All right, that
Okay,
took a
yeah.
little bit more time than yesterday. All right, so we need to write about what the animal looks like. And we did our research on it, and I remember that we were looking at the photographs and we were also reading the text and some of those captions that went along with it. What do you remember about what the animal looks like? I'm going to
Okay.
give you a hint.
Okay, so I could be super, super, super simple and just say a blue whale is big, but I'm in second grade and that's like a kindergarten sentence.
Right, and we're like beyond the 100th day of school
Oh, yeah.
at this point, so
Yeah.
I need more like what would a third grader write?
Okay, so I would say something like, for my first, because I have to do 2 sentences about what
Yep.
it looks like. So maybe for one sentence, I would not only say that it's big. A blue whale is a huge animal. I'm not done with my sentence because I'm almost a third grader. Comma. I'm gonna make it a compound sentence
Ooh.
with a connecting word.
I love it.
A blue whale is a huge animal, comma, and it can be as big as 2 buses, or as long as 2 buses. So I didn't stop at just saying it's a big animal, it's a large animal, it's a long animal. I explained how it's so long.
2 buses,
That looks good.
buses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
So we're only going to write the first sentence because we're just showing you guys what to do. When you're doing this, you're going to write 1 sentence and then a second sentence. So if I was my own student,
Yep.
I would not stop here.
No way.
I would add another sentence telling about what it looks like. Maybe talking about the color or what it's how much it weighs.
Yeah, it's weight,
like
it's
33
size, it's coloring patterns, or does
Yeah.
it have stripes or spots or polka dots or
Fins.
fins or flukes?
How many fins does it have?
Yeah.
Where are they located?
Even its teeth you
Yeah.
can write about if you wanted. Whatever you find in the book that
Yeah.
you thought was interesting that has to do with
Yeah.
what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna scooch this up a little bit. What
Good
do we have
idea.
to do next?
Okay, we also had to focus on what our animal eats, and we learned about what an adult eats, and we also learned about what a baby eats. So there
Yeah.
it could be our 2 sentences for the blue whale.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's focus on what the adult eats. So an adult blue whale,
Mm-hmm.
I remember them talking about it eating a thing called krill, and I also remember that it eats 4 tons of krill a day.
Whew.
Yeah. So an adult blue whale eats up to 4 tons. No, wait, was it 4 tons? Yeah. You could even say 4 tons or 8,000 pounds, whatever one you want to say. Let's say 4 tons.
Okay, I'm gonna write.
I'm just confusing you.
eats 4 tons
Of krill a day. Awesome. And then if I were to continue this, I might add my second sentence saying what the babies eat, if you have it, you're going to have an entirely different animal. Your animal might talk about it eating more than one thing. Like the blue whales don't have a very big different.
Just kind of plain.
Yeah, they eat kind of the same thing all the time because they don't have teeth. They just have like krill. I mean, they have baleen.
So they're not like eating cheese pizzas.
No, they're not.
That's a bummer.
But if you have an animal
Glad I'm not a whale.
like a shark probably has a lot of different things that it eats.
Yeah.
So you might be able to do 2 sentences about what sharks eat as adults because you might have more to choose from than a blue whale does. So yeah, that's it. 2 sentences about what it looks like, 2 sentences about what it eats. We want you to have those nice, good 3rd grade level sentences where you're being super detailed and using what you remember from your reading and not just copying word for word out of the text, right?
All right. We're excited. We'll meet you back here again tomorrow.